because we can, we're going to hear. Let's see what we're going to hear. Okay, well, I'm on Śrīmad Bhagavatam. I never finished 7th canto of Śrīmad Bhagavatam. But going on slowly. Okay, let's see what I've got here. Well, I've got bookmarks, as you all know, of different things. We have lots of bookmarks in different files and folders. So every day is a good day, if. So I have a bookmark here. And who's going to finish the sentence? Who's going to guess what the rest of the sentence is going to be? This is Śrīla Gurudev speaking, and I also will want to see what is the rest of the sentence. Who's going to guess? Every day is a good day if?
If we are surrounded by devotee.
Okay, good.
If we dedicate our day to Krishna.
Mohan.
Every
Yes?
day is a good day, serving the Lord and serving Gurudev.
Okay. Every day is a good day if?
If we hear the Harikatha.
So a devotee.
What?
So a devotee.
If we see a devotee. Okay, it all sounds perfect to me. All good answers. Let's see what Śrīla Gurudev is going to say. So, wow, that's quite heavy. So we put this here. I don't know how your sound system all works, but it'll... What? When we have sadhu sadhu. Yes, this theme seems to be, let's see what Śrīla Gurudev says. So it may be, I may have to rewind it. 26, 20. Okay, I'm going to start it a little bit before because I've got another bookmark just before this. So let's see, which is the volume button? Plus and minus. So let's see how we are doing here. So we're joining Śrīla Gurudev, Śrīla Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj, and we are in Navadip. Jai Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai. We've come to his veranda, we've given our obeisances, but we're joining in the middle of a talk. So I'll start here and let's see how we are.
When I wake up, but wake up 5 o'clock today. Health is not good, very weak feeling.
Anyway, so Śrīla Gurudev started that this morning when I woke up 5 o'clock today. That's not early for him. He's saying, I woke up late 5 o'clock today. My health is weak.
When I wake up, but wake up 5 o'clock today. Health is not good, very
No, it's not good.
weak feeling. Mattu yada takta samasta karma nibeditatma vichikirsitu me. Very small sloka, but all the property within that sloka.
So first of all, can everybody hear what Gurudev said just then, that last sentence? Do you understand?
All the properties.
Okay. So Śrīla Gurudev said, it's okay, I just want to know, because if everybody's clearly understanding, we'll just play it through. Śrīla Gurudev quoted the sloka, which I cannot quote, but he said, it is a very small shloka, but all the property is within. Something like that. We can hear it again.
This is very small sloka, but all the property within that sloka.
All the property within that.
Tada mritattam pratibaddhamano.
'Tada mritattam pratibaddhamano.
Mama atma bhuyaya. 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 Srīla kalpate. This kalpate, this word many where used.
So this word, kalpate, perhaps, many were used. It's Gurudev's English. In many places it's used.
And many interpretations happen.
And many interpretations
This word.
of this word.
Every day is good day
Every day is a good day.
if we will get some service to Lord.
If we will get
Service
some...
to Guru.
Oh, if we will get some service to Lord, service to Guru, and I interrupted Gurudev. Sorry, Gurudev.
Every day is good day if we will get some service to Lord. Service to Guru, service to Gauranga, service to Gandharvika, service to Giridhari, Govinda Sundar, Giriraj Govardhan, and Tulasi Maharani, Ganga Mai, and Sadasiv Gangadhar, all within our jurisdiction existing. It was desire of Śrīla Guru Mahārāj. Chaitanya Saraswati Math will be so glorious. And it's happened.
And it was the desire of Śrīla Guru Mahārāj that Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Math will be so glorious. And it has happened. Jai Guru. And so this is 2007. So you can hear Śrīla Gurudev is like a little weak. But Gurudev giving all his energy. He's not, oh, I'm weak, I'm not talking. Basically, every time devotees, especially devotees, will come, he's giving his energy. They're coming to see me. They're coming to see me. I must see them.
And it's happened.
And it's happened. Become glorious.
Srimad Chaitanya Saraswati Math.
Thank you, Gurudev.
Bada Udgita Kirti Jai Singh, full of service here. All over the world going on.
Full of service here. All over the world is going on.
All over the world.
The garland is for Gurudev Prabhu. He is speaking. Jai Śrīla Gurudev, Jai Śrīla Guru Mahārāj. The garland is for the speaker.
Kirti Jai Singh, full of service here.
Full of service here.
All over the world going on.
All over the world going on.
Not only pointed in this place, but everywhere. Yesterday,
Not only pointed in this place. Again, you've got to allow Gurudev's English, but it means not only pointed this very point of Chaitanya Saraswati Math, but all over the world.
not only pointed in this place, but everywhere. Yesterday, the Supriya Prabhu got to Calcutta for making a new plan.
Yesterday, Hasya Priya Prabhu, the manager of the SoCal, California temple, he went to Calcutta for consulting, the story, that he went to Calcutta to make a new plan with an architect for a new temple in SoCal. So this service, Gurudev using this as an example, that everywhere service is going on. And Hasya Prabhu, yesterday, he went to Calcutta for making a new plan for SoCal.
Calcutta for making a new plan in our SoCal ashram. Santa Cruz. No? Sokel ashram there.
Gurudev actually didn't like the sound of the word Sokel, but he liked Santa Cruz. He would say Santa Cruz. And really he said it, otherwise how do we really know if he likes it or not? Sokel, not sounding so good, but Santa Cruz, sounding good.
But this is same place, actually. Same Santa Cruz and Sokel. This is same.
It's all same, it's almost like London, we're on a much smaller scale. Here we are we in London or not in London? We're in...
No, but temple is same.
Oh, the same temple we're talking about, yes. But Sokel is like the local kind of town part, but Santa Cruz is the bigger town, but I've not seen where the border is. I mean, it's just houses and shops and all the way along. So it's a bit like with London and wherever we are. Feltham. Are we in Feltham? I don't know, but it's all the same. When you come out of London, it's not that, you've left London and come somewhere else. So yes, the same ashram, the same temple.
In our Sokel ashram, Santa Cruz, Sokel ashram there. Next to ocean.
Next to ocean.
And next to mountain.
And next to mountain.
Within mountain, next to ocean, and big ashram.
Gurudev's expression is always perfect. Within mountain and next to ocean, because it's in the mountains, but it is by the ocean. And when you walk up that hill, you see the ocean. Well, if the weather allows you to see the ocean. And sometimes it's all sunny, but all that valley you're looking down, you don't really walk very high, but you look down on the mist in the valley below, and you can see over to the ocean. And we're looking to see if we can see whales, but not Wales, the country, whales, the big fish. Anyway, but it's too far to see the whales. We can only imagine. How far can our imagination stretch?
Within mountain, next to ocean, big ashram. Oh.
Ocean now?
Huh?
Ocean at now?
Praṣanta Mahārāj.
Yes.
Praṣanta Mahārāj tire. Nilam hodhi tate sadasa viroha khepa nitang bandhavam Śrīmad Bhagavati Katha Madhilaya Sanjeevayan Bhatija. This is composition of Guru Maharaj. Śrīmad Bhagavatam Sada Sanayana Srupayani Pujaya Goswami Pravado Gadadhara Vibhur Bhuyat Madekagati. Infinite, everything is infinite, it's not end. The feelings of the heart of the devotee, so wide, like Praṣanta Mahārāj.
So, Srila Gurudev quoted that shloka, which I believe is in praise of Gadadhar Pandit. Is that not right? Yes, on the shores of the broad ocean, then Gadadhar is reciting Śrīmad Bhagavatam, perhaps it's to Mahaprabhu, this. And then, and Gurudev is reminded of the shloka because he's thinking of the Santa Cruz, so-called ashram, which is by the ocean. But where in Jagannath Puri, where Gadadhar Pandit went when Mahaprabhu took sannyas, then Mahaprabhu went to Puri. Mahaprabhu went to Puri, and Gadadhar Pandit also went to Puri. He could not bear to be separated from him, and so that he would make the promise to himself not to be separated, he took kshetra sannyas, which means taking sannyas, but he was just stay in one place and not go everywhere. And then his ashram is on the sand dunes near the shore. So, well, you got sand because it's at the shore, but it's a little up so that it doesn't get inundated if the storm comes or something. It's a little up, it's in the sand dunes, and there his worshipable deity that he installed was Gopinath. And Tota means garden. And so it was a beautiful garden, is a beautiful garden. And big trees there. But one big tree came down there was quite a famous hurricane, which was apparently in the world news, I suppose now, about 7 years ago. And there was one big tree we always used to sit under and have the Harikatar under the tree. But it broke. It was broken down. But anyway, in that garden, that's the hidden Govardhan of Puri Dham, Jagannath Puri, Vrindavan, and Navadip, 3 rooms of the same house. And there, Mahaprabhu would go to hear Śrīmad Bhagavatam from Gadadhar Pandit. And when we think that Gadadhar Pandit is Radharani having given her heart and luster to Krishna, and what is left, as it were, everything is infinite, but is Gadadhar Pandit. This is a description of Gadadhar Pandit. And then Śrīmad Bhagavatam is all about the glories of Radharani, and Gadadhar Pandit is him who is Radharani in Krishna Lila, is reciting Śrīmad Bhagavatam to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So anyhow, Srila Gurudev has been reminded of that verse, and not just the verse like a parrot, because Gurudev knows, he's caught the sloka, he's not only pronouncing it but expressing it, and then Gurudev is making like just beautiful expressions. We can get a hint of what's going on inside him, because he's saying about how broad are the devotees. Let's just hear again to refresh our memory of what Gurudev said just now.
Ekagati. Infinite, everything is infinite, it's not end.
Infinite, everything is infinite, it does not end.
Infinite, it's not end. The feelings of the heart of the devotee, so wide, like Prashanta Mahāraja.
So everything, the heart of the devotee is so wide, like, but I don't know that word. Can you say what that word is? It sounds like Prashanta something. You're a little pandit? No? Big pandit.
Prashanta?
No, I mean Tarit. You know some Sanskrit.
No.
Prashanta means? Okay, we don't know. We are students, no doubt. We'd have to look quite what is the like. Maybe if we listen a bit more, we'll hear some clarification.
Like Prashanta Mahāraja.
Prashanta Mahasagar.
Mahasagar is large ocean.
Oh yes.
Prashant isn't.
I'm not sure. Sevarupa, are you watching? She's very good at picking up the words very quickly. Oh, so is Subhasin. Prashanta.
Feelings of.
It's like the great ocean, and then there's some other additional description there. So let's not get caught on one word.
The feelings of the heart of the devotee. So wide, like Prashanta Mahāraja. And what plan giving millions of dollars? Plan. And in cash, nothing in hand.
So Gurudev now is talking about the proposal. They're making the plan for the Sokel temple, like $1 million, millions of dollars project, and cash in hand, no cash in hand. All right. Anyway, we'll end here because it's a little bit of slowly going. But that bookmark did attract me, and you all got the answer right. Everybody who made a suggestion of for every day is a good day if we get then you all basically got the answer right, because it is true. We get association, we get savor, we get all these things. And we can just hear that again. And we'll go to this point. So, about here.
Tada mritattam pratibaddhamano.
So Gurudev is now reading that short sloka, and I think it's in Prapanajivanamritam. We just have to do a little research to find the shloka.
Pratibaddhamano mamatma bhuyaya cha kalpate vai. This kalpate vai, this word many have used. And many interpretations happen. This word. Every day is good day if we will get some service to Lord, service to Guru, service to Gauranga, service to Gandharbika, service to Giridhari, Govinda Sundar, Giriraj Govardhan, and Tulasi Maharani, Ganga Mai, and Sadasiv Gangadhar, all within our jurisdiction existing. It was desire of Śrīla Guru Mahārāj. Chaitanya Saraswata Math will be so glorious. And it's happened. Srimad Chaitanya Saraswata Math, Bada Udgita Kirti Jaya Singh, full of service here. All over the world going on. Not only pointed in this place, but everywhere. Yesterday, the Hasyapriya Prabhu got to Calcutta for making a new plan.
Jai Śrīla Gurudev. Jai Hasyapriya Prabhu. So anyway, a little bit of hearing of Gurudev, and the more that you hear, the more that you catch also what Śrīla Gurudev is saying. And sometimes you sort of need a little context, otherwise how do we know who is Hasyapriya and what is the plan, etc. But bit by bit the devotees are familiar with the worldwide. Because as Gurudev says, it's not just service to, at this point in Navadip, but Chaitanya Saraswati Math, all over the world. And here we are sitting in the place that Gurudev wanted so much and that was signed for, on the eve of Śrīla Gurudev's disappearance. And of course, nobody knew he was going to leave next day. Nobody knew, including Acharya Maharaj, who is brilliant and had really a good sight for when somebody will leave from the world. We have that experience. He told about another devotee. They will leave. Next Saturday they will leave. Rishabh, and he left on Saturday. He had some capacity, and I rang him up the evening before Gurudev disappeared and said, Maharaj, you have this capacity. Tell me, when do you consider Gurudev will leave from the world? Because we were getting a bit nervous. Gurudev's not showing the best health. And that evening before, he said, 1 more year. And he paused. He didn't immediately say. It wasn't that he immediately said one. He paused and said, 1 more year. But next morning he passed away. So nobody knew he was going to pass away next day. But this, nothing is a coincidence. This ashram where we are, it was signed that evening. And the next day Gurudev disappeared. Hare Krishna. Anyhow, so the seva not only going on in Navadip, but going on everywhere which is connected, which is associated. The embassies, the consulates, whatever it may be. The British had the not Commonwealth, what is it? British Empire. So the empire of Chaitanya Saraswati Maharaj. Hare Krishna. All right. So, what's my duty? 7:30. Read from Chaitanya. What are you reading from in the morning? Chaitanya Charitamrita. You see, I've been in the East London temple, they're reading Chaitanya Bhagavat in the morning, so I need to check. And can you just let me know where you are? We're sitting in the room. Okay, where are we in Chaitanya Charitamrita? Jai Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai, Jai Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai, Jai Srila Gurudev Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Srila Guru Maharaj Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridharadev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Srila Prabhupada Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai, Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Vaga ki Jai. Well, you're going to ask me to read the Chaitanya Charitamrita. I do have London Specsavers specs with me, but maybe they'll be in the left-hand little drawer, probably, or under the main part. But
when you're in England, you must wear them.
Yes, I must wear them when I'm in England. But the tablet is useful for us. But Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we're reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter number 16. Oh, the Lord's attempt to go to Vrindavan. All right. So, okay, thank you, little tablet. Jai. Little worship to the book, actually. All right. So, yesterday's reading, one assumes that you were reading yesterday. Yesterday's reading brought us along the journey of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, going from Puri. So this is history. Gauranga Sundar appeared in Navadip, age of 24. He received sannyas from Keshava Bharati. Well, he took sannyas, whatever we may say. He became a sannyasi from Keshava Bharati at the age of 24. He then went to Puri, here, there, and everywhere, but then came to Jagannath Puri to be his base. Then, after some time, he went touring in South India, and means to the pilgrimage places under various pretexts. And in South India, he delivered the whole area into Vaishnavas and gave them the greatest gift, Kali Yuga's dharma of chanting the holy name of the Lord, turbocharged, coming from the Lord himself. Then after more than 5 years, after he took sannyas, then he was in Puri, and then he's decided to go to Vrindavan. That he'd been around South India. Vrindavan is North India, Northwest India. Then he wanted to go to Vrindavan. And so, taking the permission of the devotees, eventually he got permission from the devotees to go. They didn't let him go so easily. They gave some excuse about, oh, Kartik is coming, or now it's cold, and this. They delayed, but finally they had to let the Lord's will prevail. He started for Vrindavan, but he decided his wish was to go to Vrindavan via Navadip, because it is told that the sannyasi can go to their home region only after 5 years, not immediately after taking sannyas. Take sannyas and go back to where you're all brought up and all your family familiar to you. But you go somewhere, another place. So for more than 5 years later, Mahaprabhu, he's now on his way to Vrindavan via Navadip. And yesterday, then he had a bit of difficulty along the way. We think we get the slightest difficulty, we get a puncture on the bus or something, and we get half an hour late, then everyone kind of thinking, oh, this is a great austerity and difficulty. But to travel in the time of Mahaprabhu was not straightforward. They have the gundas. I mean, we also have gundas in India now. You can generally negotiate with them to some degree. But the real gundas, and it was ruled by the Mohammedan side, and so they weren't so welcoming to the Hindus coming through the regions they're taking over with the Mohammedan rule. And so there were some difficulties. But anyway, because it is the wish of the Lord to travel, then everything became smooth, and then beautiful dealings with the Mohammedan governor of a particular area, and that governor offered prayers to the Lord, finally, after so many things, offered prayers to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as well as to the feet of all the devotees. After that, the governor departed after gave him a clear passage through the kingdom. And before the governor left, the Mahapatra embraced him, and that's the minister of the government, embraced him and offered many material gifts. Oh, no, the Mahapatra is from Mahaprabhu's team, as it were. And he embraced the governor and gave him various gifts. And then the next morning, the government sent his secretary with many nicely decorated boats to bring Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the other side of the river. The Mahapatra crossed the river with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when they reached the other shore, the governor personally received the Lord and worshipped his lotus feet. One of the boats had been newly constructed, and it had a room in the middle. It was on this boat that they put Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. Finally, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade farewell to the Mahapatra. Standing on the river bank and looking at the boat, the Mahapatra began to cry. The governor then personally accompanied Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because of pirates, the governor took 10 boats which were full with many soldiers. You see, not so easy to travel. And even you could say, oh, this is 500 years ago. It's so long ago. Number one, 500 years ago is not very long ago. But even more recently than that, when Bhaktivinoda Thakur, which is like the grandfather guru, great-grandfather guru, when Bhaktivinoda Thakur went to Vrindavan, then he found that the dacoits, like pirates, but not pirates, the ones on the land, that they are robbing the pilgrims who are coming to Vrindavan. So it was, they're going to Vrindavan and they're getting robbed. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he went to Vrindavan, because he had some clout in the British government, he was well respected because of his efficiency and brilliance. And there was no other officer like him. In the British government, they really appreciated Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Anyway, and then by his influence, then he got the police to that side of the country to clean out all these dacoits to make it safe for the pilgrims to come backwards and forwards to Vrindavan. So it's not only, oh, a long time ago, there were pirates, this, that, and the other. And anyway, but now you see there are so many things which are like a green light for our spiritual life. We can go to Vrindavan, we can go to Navadip, and it doesn't take you months to get there. And it would otherwise take you months to get there from here, and what kind of danger you will get on the way from dacoits and horses or walking or whatever it would be from London. Okay, so because of pirates, the governor took 10 boats which were full with, what were the boats full with?
Soldiers.
Yes, many soldiers. And there is a purport. And Srila Prabhupada bases his purport too on Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's Anubhasya commentary of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So it's a very short purport, and because we're on the way to Navadip from Puri. Let's see what Srila Prabhupada said. And as I say, or as I haven't said this time at least, but the purports, they are coming from, mainly coming from Srila Saraswati Thakur, sometimes Vishwanath Chakravarti, sometimes other places. But when there's kind of detail of a place, it's largely coming from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's own commentary. And sometimes it mentions from this railway station, this. It's in Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's commentaries. So anyhow, here we are. So after that verse about the pirates, the very wide mouth of the Ganges near present-day Diamond Harbour, which is just along from Calcutta, which is basically still Calcutta, like we said. Calcutta sprawled out over a big area. And it's now one of the mega cities, by the way, which means has more than 10 million people in, which is not London. I don't think it's London. I don't think London has so many people. But Calcutta has. And you see them. You see 9 million of those 10 million every day. Anyway, the very wide mouth of the Ganges near present-day Diamond Harbour was called Mantreshvara. Through the Ganges, the boat entered the Rupanarayan river and reached the village of Pichalda. Pichalda and Mantreshvara are located very close together. After passing Mantreshvara, the Mohammedan governor accompanied the Lord as far as Pichalda. You see? Amazing detail. Okay, next verse. Finally, the Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade the governor farewell. The intense ecstatic love exhibited by the governor cannot be described. And okay, so probably you're starting here today because now Mahaprabhu's got to safety, crossed the river. So that verse in Bengali, Krishnadas Kaviraj is writing, Thare vidaya dila Prabhu se grama hoite se kale tara prema cheshta na parivanite. Not can do description. Na parivanite. Cannot describe the ecstatic symptoms the governor felt on the separation from Mahaprabhu. Alaukika, unusual, extraordinary, Leela, Kore, did, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So, Alaukika, Leela Kore, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Jai iha shunne tara janma deha danya. That's to you. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes are all uncommon, Alaukika. Whoever listens to his activities becomes glorious and his life becomes perfect. That's you, Devananda Prabhu. And you. Whoever listens. And again. Here and in Chaitanya Bhagavat. We were reading Chaitanya Bhagavat, some very similar expression in Chaitanya Bhagavat about some Leela, and then Vrindavan Das Thakur saying, whoever hears this must get Krishna Prema. So anyway, wonderful things. So next verse, say Naukachari, so leaving, this boat leaving, say Naukachari Prabhu Aila Panihati, Naivikere Paraila Nija Kripa Sati. The Lord finally reached Panihati. So leaving that boat, the Lord went on to Panihati, and as an act of mercy, he gave the captain of the boat one of his personal garments. And next verse, Prabhu Aila, Boli, Loke, Hoila, Kola, Hola. Okay, Prabhu Aila, the Lord has come. Bole said, the Loke, the people, and Hoila, they did. Kola, Hola, so they made so much sound saying, the Lord has come, the Lord has come. So Prabhu Aila, Boli, Loke, Hoila, Kola, Hola, Manushya Barila Soba, Kiba Jola Stala. So, the translation, says, official translation is, the place called Panihati was located on the bank of the Ganges. After hearing that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had arrived, all kinds of men assembled, both on land and on the water. You see? Prabhu aila, bolilo ke, hoila kola hola, manushya barila saba, kiba, jala, stala. So some on the water, some on the land. Just see. And did you ever go to Panihati? Did you ever go? No, not you. Mohanananda, yes. No. Sometimes devotees went. No. But I never went to Panihati. The devotees had an excuse for a festival and would go to Panihati during the time of the Panihati festival of Raghunath Das going for the...
We've been to Diamond Harbour many times, but not to Panihati.
Yeah. I have not also been to Panihati, but there we are. Next verse. At length, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taken away. At length means after some time. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taken away by Raghava Pandit. There was a great crowd assembled along the way, and the Lord reached Raghava Pandit's residence with great difficulty. The Lord stayed at Raghava Pandit's place for only one day. So many people came. So, great difficulty. The last verse. The Lord stayed at Raghava Pandit's place for only one day. The next morning, he went to Kumarahatta, where Srivas Thakur lived. And again, actually the purport again, it's giving, my goodness, it's giving place by place the locations of the houses and all sorts of things. And then also giving a warning. So it's in the purport, I don't think maybe this is your homework purport, but Srila Prabhupada from Srila Saraswati Thakur's commentary saying about so many things given. These accounts are given in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mongol, Chaitanya Chandradoya Natak, and Chaitanya Charit Kavya. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has not vividly described this entire tour. Therefore, on the basis of Chaitanya Charitamrita, some unscrupulous people have invented a place called this and called that. So we're also getting a warning in the purports that not everywhere that put up a banner and say this is that, this is that. And there is a word in English, and Goswami Maharaj used it one day. I had to look it up in the dictionary, thinking, I kind of felt what he was saying, but you know, he uses educated English. And there's a word, and I was thinking, trying to find it in my brain the other day. I can't find it. If any of you know the English word that something needs verification. Now, this is a Samsung phone. Okay, you can...
Authentication?
Yeah, but it wasn't authentication. You know how you have to verify with somebody who really knows, is it a fake or is it real? There's a word. Anyhow, if you just go on pilgrimage alone and think, oh, I got a map, I got these places, then you can go to all sorts of places which are not really, even not really, the place at all. So we always really need guidance for, yes, authentication or something like that, so we know. And in the purports we're being given some caution and some clear direction and some caution about what is not also.
So even at that time there was misinformation.
And that's mentioned by Krishnadas Kaviraj also about certain of the followers of Advaita Acharya who went another way. So it's all the way through, Prabhu. Next verse, from the house of Srivas Thakur. Okay, so test. Whose house did he go to first? Raghava Pandit. Yes, breakfast for you. And the next morning he went to Well, no, none of you remember. What was the village he went to? Ah, yes. He went to Kurmahata, where Srivas Thakur lived. Oh, very good. Extra breakfast. And then from the house of Srivas Thakur, the Lord went to the house of Shivananda Sen, and then the house of Vasudev Datta. Now you're all remembering, correct?
Yes.
Just in case you have to skip your breakfast.
Shivananda Sen and Vasudev Datta.
Okay, got it. Next verse, Krishnadas Kaviraj still writing. The Lord remained some time at the house of Vidya Vachaspati.
That's a tough one.
But then, because it was not too crowded, he went to Kulia. So he's sort of trying to get away from all the crowds of people. And remember, he's coming back towards his homeland that he left, and everybody was devastated, even the atheists. Earlier, we're already some way through, but when he left, then it's told the atheists were devastated. Suddenly, they realized, oh, Mahaprabhu wasn't ordinary. What did we do? Well, we are monsters, like this. And they were devastated. So when the chance came to again have the darshan to see Mahaprabhu, then they were very eager. But there were so many crowds. So then, because it was not too crowded, because it was too crowded at Vidya Vachaspati's place, everywhere he went, he then went to Kulia. And Kulia is the region of Chaitanya Saraswat Math, and that area is known as Kulia. And when we are on parikrama, do Navadip Dham parikrama, we go to the house of Vachaspati, Vidya Vachaspati. It's located in Vidyanagar, which was near Koladeep or Kulia. It was here that Devananda Pandit was residing. This information is found in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhya Leela chapter 21. Oh my goodness. But you see, really this is a homework reading, but very solid about where Mahaprabhu actually went to. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh, and then, now there's going to be a whole quotation. Thus the chief of the sannyasis, Sri Chaitanya, arrived at the house of Vidya Vachaspati, as further stated in Chaitanya Bhagavat. It is stated, Sava Parishat Sange Shri Gora Sundara Achambite Asi Uttarila Tara Ghare. Anyhow, you can see that it's amazing. Oh, look at that. More and more purport here about this visit to Navadip. And that's another thing, by the way, you can see that by the purports to we're getting the Chaitanya Bhagavat illumination, of which Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj repeatedly says he's not repeating what has already been given, otherwise it will just make the book bigger and bigger, and already Vrindavan Das Thakur has presented these things very beautifully. All right, dear devotees, next verse is verse 208, and we'll find a place. So when the Lord stayed at the house of Madhava, many hundreds and thousands of people came to see him. Oh, well, we maybe have to read all that to find out how he got to the house. Oh, because he went to Kulia. He went to Kulia, and in Kulia, then he's staying at the house of Madhava. Got it? Yes?
Okay, so he shifted.
Yeah, so he's gone to Kulia, but it didn't mention whose house he was in. Now he's in the house of Madhavadas. But many hundreds and thousands of people came to see him. And that verse, because you will understand. Madhava dasa grihe tata shachira nandana laksha koti loka tata paila darshana. Laksha koti. So tens of thousands of, many hundreds and thousands it says here, but laksha koti. Koti is 100,000, I think.
Koti is like
100,000.
10 million.
100,000 is a lakh, isn't it?
Yeah, 10 million.
Huh?
10
Anyway,
is 10 million.
it's an expression for unlimited numbers of
Unlimited,
people
yeah.
came to see him. Then the Lord stayed there for 7 days. Shata Dina Rahi Tata Loka Nishtarila. Saba Paradi Gane Prakare Tarila. Well, just see, the Lord stayed there for 7 days and delivered all kinds of aparadis, all kinds of offenders and sinners. After leaving Kulya, Mahaprabhu visited the house of Advaita Acharya at Shantipur. It was there that the Lord's mother, Shachi Mata, met him and was thus relieved from her great unhappiness. The Lord, okay, we can expand on that, but we just accept relief from unhappiness, because we are unhappy to hear this. The Lord then visited the village known as Ramakali and the place known as Kanainata Shala, and from there he returned to Shantipur. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in Shantipur for 10 days. This has all been described very elaborately by Vrindavan Das Thakur. It has indeed. I will not narrate these incidents because they have already been described by Vrindavan Das Thakur. There is no need to repeat the same information, for such repetition would unlimitedly increase the size of this book. Those narrations tell how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met the brothers Rupa and Sanatan, and how Nrsingananda decorated the road by mind. I have already described these in an earlier synopsis of this book. Therefore, I will not repeat the narrations here. All right, then when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to Shantipur, Raghunath Das came to meet him. All right, so this is going to start a little bit of a new topic, so we'll end here today. And lots of things for you to digest and to remember, and lots of questions to answer before having prasadam in a short while. But you're all prepared.
Tungarasa's breakfast is guaranteed.
What?
Tungarasa Didi's breakfast is guaranteed.
Oh, hers is guaranteed with extra serving.
Extra stuff.
I can share.
The nature of the devotees. All right. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. All right. And here's a painting of Mahaprabhu bathing with lots of elephants and lots of devotees around him.
That's when he left Puri down. Then, wasn't it?
From Puri.
Then the wives of the Brahmanas came.
Oh, on the
from
top of
Mumbai.
elephants
Yeah.
to see him.
Wafer.
Thank you. I was wondering where it was. Hare Krishna. Okay, so some good soul. You are leaving today? You are leaving today? You are leaving tomorrow? Today also? You sang today? You sang today? You did not yet sing.
Yes, I did.
You did sing.
I did already.
So you've all sung something.
Yes. Over here, young fella down here sitting by my side.
Yeah, he's not leaving, he's staying. A pillar.
He's not singing.
Did you
but
drive
he's
all the
singing.
way here today, or did you stay last night?
I stayed.
Okay, I'm happy you get to stay. It is,
I'm happy too.
yeah, we're all happy. So Hare Krishna, please. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna, and then Hare Krishna, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Hari Haraye Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusūdan. Giridhari Gopinatha Madana Mohan. Shri Advaita Chandra Gadadhar Shri Vasai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhakta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhakta Dasa Raghunath Jai Gosai Kori Charana Vandan Jaha Hoy Jai Vignana Shavista Puran Jai Gosai Jar Bhumi Taradan Dasa Vara Pararenu Mora Panchakran Charan Sevi Bhakta Saniva Janame Mora He Adila Jai Gosai Jabe Braje Kolama Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Gauri Lampraka Hari Anande Moro Hari Moro Vrindavan Guru Vaishnava Pari Majayama Shri Guru Vaishnava Pari Bhaktankariya Hari Nama Sankirtana Kohe Narottama Das Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Jai Saprika Shishi Guru Gauranga Sunda Giriraj Radha Giridhari Ki Jai Jai Navadeep Saprika Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sundar Ki Jai Jai Śrīla Gurudev Ki Jai Jai Śrīla Guru Mahārāj Ki Jai Jai Bhagavan Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai Śrī Rupanuga Guru Vaga Ki Jai Vishwarenyu Śrīla Bhakti Vedanta Śrī Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai Jai Śrīla Gurudev telling us every day is a good day if we get the service of the deities, the devotees, and the Ganges, and Tulsi Devi, and
Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Swami
Jai.
Jai.
Service of
Huh? Yes, yes. And yes. Service of Prasadam. Look, an eager devotee when we get the service of okay, Prasadam Seviki Jai. 8 o'clock. I was told to stop at 8. It's 8 o'clock. Do I get an extra bowl of prasad too. Okay, Jai. All the listeners, ki Jai. Whoever's at home, whoever's outside, ki Jai. But you're inside, you're just sitting to the side. So anyway, to everybody, all the Vaishnavas, ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol.
Jai Śrīla Bhakti Madhusūdan Mahārāj ki Jai.